Time to check in on the latest buzz in the entertainment world.
Mike from 105.1 The Buzz joining us live. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Hey,
Good
morning.
morning.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday. TJF for sure.
Well,
Well.
we have less than a month to go in 2022. How many more things can I get angry about? The limit doesn't exist, but this one's definitely on the list.
Yes, it is.
Kanye
Yeah.
West. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Kanye West has been officially suspended by Twitter. Elon Musk posted last night that he tried his best, but Kanye went on a series of anti-Semitic tweets over the past couple days, and it kind of culminated last night where he posted an image of the Star of David with a Nazi symbol inside of that. And once that happened, they immediately suspended his Twitter account. Although he was able to get one more tweet off, which was just that shirtless picture of Elon Musk on a yacht. So, I mean, I don't know if he had the last word or what his words were intending for, but they said that it was breaking the rules of inciting violence in Twitter's code of ethics. So Kanye West is off Twitter now. There was a little bit of back and forth as to whether or not his suspension is indefinite. I couldn't clarify that before we came on here. I did see somewhere that it said it was only for 12 hours, which I think is a little bit unjust in these circumstances, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
I guess we'll stand by and see.
It's part of me doesn't even like putting this on television
Right,
now,
giving
because
it some airtime.
Right, like these views are wrong. They do not deserve a microphone or a platform. So yeah, to talk about it only to say that I could not more vehemently disagree with everything this man is saying right now, and these anti-Semitic comments and public appearances and just so many things. And I hope that this suspension would be permanent.
Yeah, I mean, and you hope it makes an impact, but
Yeah.
I mean, this has been a trend for Kanye now for some time.
Right.
So.
Yeah,
Not surprised, just disgusted that we're still having to talk about it.
right. And I would say over the course of the last 2 weeks, maybe it's really gotten to a point where it's out of hands. I would say the trains are off the tracks, and I don't know what needs to happen next for Kanye to, move on and find a better place and healing for himself. But let's just hope that happens and does it soon.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Well, on to lighter topics now. Indy is back. Indiana Jones 5 getting a trailer and release date. I did not even realize they were still making these movies after the fourth one. But yeah, here we are. Indy is back.
Yeah, Indiana Jones is coming to theaters near you in June of next year, and Harrison Ford is back, all 80 years old of him, and he is playing Indiana Jones. It is called The Dial of Destiny, so I don't know if they're going to be passing the baton of the franchise off or what's going to be happening. They didn't give a whole lot of background into what the movie's actually going to entail, although Indy is going to basically be coming out of retirement and going back on his adventures. And here's your wanna feel old moment for the day.
Oh, no.
The original Indiana Jones came out before any of us were alive.
Here we are. I did know that, so I wasn't too worried about that one.
Yeah, I mean, but growing up, I loved these movies. It was one of the movies, along with Star Wars and like The Land Before Time and a couple others that.
The Land Before Time.
Yes.
You're throwing that in the category.
No, there was a very select small pool of movies that both my brother and I would always agree on, no questions asked. So these were the movies that we had on VHS that we would bring, like to put in the little VHS player in the car on like long car trips and stuff.
You had a VHS player in the car?
Well, this was before the days of like the built-in TVs in the back seats.
Yeah.
We had a little like 12-inch TV with the built-in VHS player
What?
in this little square TV. My dad and my grandpa built a little wooden TV rack to sit in the back seat. This is
Emily,
how desperately
the bragging has to stop.
This is how desperately my parents wanted my brother and I to get along, and the only thing they could do was shut us up with a movie that we would both agree on. And Indiana Jones.
They're like, iPads don't come out for another 20 years. This is what you got.
I'm realizing now that I was a pioneer of the iPad baby.
That is wild.
Well, nothing will bring the kids together like a good Indiana Jones flick or The Land Before Time.
Exactly.
Underrated pops.
This
we
is
loved
true.
them both, and Star Wars.
That is so funny. And Land Before Time. I can't believe that was thrown in the same.
Anyways,
I get it now, though.
that was quite the scenic detour. Anyways, I loved Indiana Jones. I'm really excited that Harrison Ford is going to be back in this. He looks good for 80.
He does. He does.
You know, I think it might have a little bit to do with when they tried to sneak Chris Pratt into the franchise as Indiana Jones, the reincarnate. But maybe Harrison Ford is back for vengeance and just wants to take over the franchise for himself once again. I don't know.
I'm not trying to hate on Chris Pratt. I just don't need him as Indiana Jones.
We're not on good terms with him right now.
No, I'm not. Learn how to do Mario's voice and talk
Mario.
to me.
We don't need him to ruin another movie.
All right, Mike. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
You too, guys.
All
Take
right,
care.
Bye. And you can always listen to Liz and Mike every weekday morning on 105.1 The Buzz.
Hey, and some